All right, Tim Paulson, welcome to Ireland.
Thanks. It's nice to be back.
Apparently, you lived here for a little while once.
I did, yeah. When I was in college, I studied abroad in Ireland, and I lived in a neighborhood called Rathmines, which is in South Dublin. I lived there for 4 months, and then actually about 2 years later, I came back and backpacked by myself for about a month. So
okay,
I like this place.
This is the first time you've been back since then?
Yeah, first time in 7 years now.
Awesome. So. Okay, well, you're here for Philly 150.
Yeah.
Okay, we were just out here. You were with Sean, Dan. You guys were testing out a workout for this week. Do you have anything you're looking forward to this weekend? Any events in particular?
Yeah, so far the first event is very much that's definitely a strong one for me. So the ski and the handstand walk, any handstand walk fatigue I really like, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Other than that, they look fun. Couple good, couple hard, but.
Well, I was talking to Sean earlier. We were talking about the rope climb workout.
Yeah.
You gave that a test too?
Yep.
What were your thoughts on that one? That's kind of a difficult, challenging workout, no matter who you are.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, being for me, legless rope climbs have always been a big struggle for me. So we've worked really hard on them, but I still definitely lag. I lag against my competitors in that. So it'll be. I mean, it's a cool variation and it's unique, and I think it's unique in a way that is a great test of fitness. It's not it doesn't feel cheeky, It's it feels like a cool evolution of a movement. So I'm excited to see it and kind of see how it plays out. I'm excited to test myself on it. Yeah.
So the reason I brought up is flashback to 2019 games.
Yeah.
That particular movement is really what held you back.
Oh yeah.
And so a lot of athletes, who hit a kind of a wall, they figure out a game plan. What was your game plan, since the last games to kind of combat that as known as a weakness has kind of been identified?
Yes, two things. Biggest thing was actually I was heavier than I had realized at the game. So I was too heavy. So I worked with my nutritionist, kind of redialed my nutrition in a little bit so that I could get back to my normal fighting weight. And going into the 2020 season, not obviously right now because it hasn't done 2 months, but leading into the games, the goal is to get me to a lighter working weight. So that'll definitely be a big help because we've been doing a lot of the right stuff, unilateral grip work, working on odd object pulling, just dynamic workouts with grip fatigue in a lot of different ways. So we've been doing all the right stuff. But I think, just again, I'm so far behind that we have to do something a little more drastic. Mm-hmm. So the weight loss is one thing, and then the biggest thing is we're going into now this off season. We'll be doing essentially grip work 3 days a week. So we're really just going to absolutely hammer things like flexed arm hangs and odd object hanging, one arm from ropes, pull up bars, stuff like that. So just really getting after it in a way that's way more aggressive than we've ever done in the past. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, we got a plan.
Well, this would be a great opportunity to test that progress.
Yeah, I think, frankly, it's since the games, we haven't had a lot of time to really, so it's we've started putting in the work, but I think, any athlete knows that 2 months isn't enough time to really make a dramatic change in something that's, pretty weak for you. So I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more confident, but, I think this will be a good litmus test to start my off season.
Gotcha.
Because for me, after the Philly 150 is over, we're taking an off season, take a month, start to really rebuild, stuff like that.
Fingers crossed. Right now, you're currently 17th, right?
Yes.
17 in the Open worldwide, which is a really big improvement from last year. I think you finished 30th or 31st in the Open last year.
Maybe even a little worse actually.
So what do you kind of attribute that to? You had a disappointing games finish. You were knocked out in the first event. Yeah. And then basically, did you go right back into training immediately? And you were just okay, we're gonna get it through the Open. Is that how you?
Essentially, yes. We took I took a 3-day road trip back home with my wife, and we basically just ventured microbrews all across the northern part of America. So that was a lot of fun.
Earned it.
Oh yeah, for sure. So and then when we got back home, we took a couple days off, and then we went right back into because that one movement held me back, but I felt really good about my fitness. So it wasn't I wasn't fit enough. I wasn't a lot of things have been going really well. So we were confident that if we could just hold those things, we could go into the Open strong and hopefully have a good performance there. And
yeah, and you did 17th worldwide. You should be really proud of that. I mean, almost twice as good as last year. So last question: big season, 27 events this year. It's crazy all across the globe.
Yeah.
You're here now, but what are the rest of the plans for the season? Assuming you get that qualification spot through the Open, how are you going to treat the next several months?
Yeah, so assuming I get my qualifying spot through the Open, which, fingers crossed, I'll do this event. This will be kind of a good benchmark to start the off season, so kind of see how I stack up. The field's really strong.
Yeah.
So we've got, I think, 10 or 12 individual games athletes here, along with a bunch of other great competitors. So, it'll be a good test to start the season. After that, I'll take about a month and go just monostructural training with a lot of the grip work. So a lot of kind of bodybuilding, strength work, stuff like that. And then hopefully the plan is to peak for, I'm going to go to Iceland. So the plan is to go to Iceland and go back there. And then I'd like to also do Rogue. So assuming I can get in through the online qualifier, Rogue will be my other event. And, that'll basically be it for me. So I'll use those two events as kind of my pre-games checkpoints. And then, kind of spend some time getting ready for the games.
Cool. Good luck this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks,
See you
man.
out there.
Appreciate it.